In this video, we will cover the Details View Control. Details View Control, like Grid View, will show the data in a tabular format, but it will only render only one record at a time. Means if your data source contains multiple records, then it will only show the first record of the list, but it is a good idea to write a query which will return you a single record. So it will show that particular information in a detailed manner. Grid view shows the data in a column wise manner where each column represents a field, but here this details view will show you the data in the row wise. Means row will contain a field and after that you can find the details. So by working with the details view, you can do the selection of record, you can edit them, you can delete the data as well. So let's see the implementation, which will be very similar to the grid view, but again let's see what all differences will we get here. So let's start working with the details view now. So for implementing the details view, first of all I'll come to toolbox. Here in the data section I will get the details view. Now to populate the data in this detail view, I can come to the data source as we used to do, and then coming here I can go for any particular data sources which you have chosen. If you will pass any condition which will give a single record, that is fine, but otherwise it will show the first record from the list of the outputs. So you can do that easily, but if I want to bind any data from the code, that is from the link or ad.net query, then I can do that as well. So here what I'll do is, here in the code I have already written a statement. I'll pass a condition out here like where emp.empid is equal to 102. So it will only return a single value at that particular time. Then here what I'll do, I'll just bind it with the details view. So details view dot data source is equal to data and then details view dot data bind. So let's execute it now. So as you can see, the three fields have been shown which I actually queried. Similarly, if I will just retrieve all the columns, then in that particular case, like here, I just select the complete record. Now when I'll execute it, I'll get all the fields in the output. So basically this is what we wanted. If I have multiple columns in the output and if I want to get only few records out of that, in that particular case I'll have to come here and edit the fields and we'll have to do the binding manually. So for that, here I will add the template fields, like 3 template fields I want, and then I will uncheck this one, auto generated. Suppose here I want to show the emp id, first name, or let's say employee name, and salary. So these are the 3 things which I wanted to show. Then in that particular case, let's see what I can do is, in the item template I'll put the particular fields. Like here I have 3 fields, one is emp id, one is emp name, and another one is salary. So I'll have to come to the item template of each field. Like first I'll start with item template. In item template I'll put a label and I will do the edit data binding for this particular one, and here I'm going to bind it with the emp id. Similarly, I'll come for emp name, I'll put a label, again I'll come to edit data binding, and similarly I will do it for salary. Once we are done, I can come to end template editing. Alright, now let's increase the width as per your requirement. You can also give the format if you want. Alright, now let's come here, and what I'll have to do is I'll have to get all those columns at least which I have bound with that details view. So for that, if I'll write emp, I'll get the emp id column, I'll get the salary column, but I'll not get the first emp name column, because here it is either first name or last name. So for that, I'll have to do some customizations in the retrieval, like emp.empid, emp.salary, and emp name is equal to emp.first name, and then terminated with the semicolon. So basically you will bind the fields with the particular column name which you are retrieving. It's not mandatory that the name of the column which you are binding should be same as the database, but if you are giving any alias, we will have to bind according to that particular column in any particular control. So let's execute it now here. And you can see I got all those 3 columns right here. So this is how you can start working with the details view.